The Daily Nation, free school funds dropped to 7-year low. Against a capitation promise of 22,200 per learner, this has dropped to 15,614, which is the lowest in 7 years. And we're just looking at that and look at the promises made at State House to teachers last week when teachers visited State House. And the president made a promise on this capitation that it was going to be upped back to the 22,000 level. But the question is, and this is a question I posed to Bwana, that this has to be subjected to the budgetary process. And even the president seems to understand that. And he promises that this will be looked at in the next budget cycle and the one after that. But if at all the president has not been able to effect this in the past two budgets, how sure are we that this promise will stand? And don't you think that the president is actually treating education in a rather casual manner, Senator?
Thank you, Fred, and good morning to you and all the viewers. This matter of capitation for schools is something that is, actually it's lamentable, Fred, because considering what we call the time value of money, we should have actually enhanced this capitation from the initial 22,000 to about now 35,000. Because of course everybody knows that a shilling yesterday was stronger than a shilling today. And so it's something that I think only President Ruto can understand. How, as time goes by or as we progress, instead of enhancing this particular allocation, that you are reducing it. And not only that, even these 15,000 that they are talking about now, I can assure you, will not be disbursed to schools in full. That is what has been happening. And so, like you have rightly said, President Ruto has, and his administration, has actually, brought down education completely. And you wonder exactly when he says that he is the best president ever, the most learned in quotes, most educated, but the one destroying education. And this is deliberate. And you have observed something that is also very sad, that the president could afford to, on Saturday last week, host about 10,000 teachers of Kenya, pay them 10,000 Kenya shillings each. That's about 100 million. And that is net of logistics of transferring these teachers there. I mean, those that organized them to go there and all these. So we are talking about an administration that cares about political survival and not performance. An administration that actually does not care about anyone else. Whatever matters is political survival, is a re-election. So schools are going down. Schools are highly indebted, and that is something that has been widely reported. These promises that this will be enhanced from where? If you have reduced it from where Uhuru left it. Mm-hmm. I mean, education and Ruto, I think you cannot...
But you saw teachers celebrating in the State House. These are educationists, and you've been a teacher yourself.
Yes.
And you wonder, are they seeing this? Are they seeing what everyone else is seeing? Some of the promises the president made are not really, do not really enjoy legal backing. One of them is this, that the capitation will go back to 22,000 shillings, which is a budget, it's still subject to the budget making process in the houses of legislation. The other one was a promise of allocation of 20% of all the houses under the Affordable Housing Project, and which is still subject to the Affordable Housing Act.
You see, Fred,